I was an altar boy here in Dublin, and I always wanted to be a priest from a very, very young age. And I joined the altar boys, and I thought the church was great. There were some very old priests in the parish, and then they started to be replaced by younger priests. And one of them was Father Ivan Payne, who was sort of trendy, charismatic young priest, and took a great interest in people and young people. Then over time it became sexual abuse. I couldn't understand this happening, and my world was the church and school and family, and this being part of the church world was totally in conflict with my understanding of things. So that was a very damaging time, because Ivan Payne was still a priest. So this child molester was more suitable for the priesthood than I was. And that was a very damaging message for me as a young person to receive. And shortly after that I started drinking, had my first drink, and I liked it a lot, and had my second drink and my third drink, and had quite a lot of drinks. Sharing experience can be very helpful, if that's in an artistic way or a literary way. My personal journey was going alongside the public journey. I also wrote my own book to put everything in context, and eventually stopped drinking as well. But I wanted people to understand three things. One, what it's like to be a child going through child abuse. Because years ago, you would still hear people, 20 years ago, people would say, why did the children not say something? Or why did the children keep going back to the house? So 20 years ago in Ireland, people were happy to blame the children for some part of responsibility for the fact that they were sexually abused. Secondly, it was important for people to understand that the effects of child abuse don't end when the child abuse ends. And many of the effects don't manifest themselves for many years. Third important point was for people to realise that it was also possible to turn things around a bit, and that between coming into recovery from alcoholism, between going public, speaking out, campaigning for change, and joining in the criminal proceedings, that I was able to turn my life around. So it was also possible to have a relatively positive outcome from a very negative context.